first of all, thank you for joining us on this lovely Wednesday morning. We are very excited about the session that we have today. I think it'll be really good for all of you to hear his story, but also kind of talk about what your goals might be for 2021. So just a couple of reminders while John and while somebody is speaking, keep yourselves muted. If you have a question or anything like that, you can either put it in the chat or just kind of do the virtual hand raise, but just be respectful of everyone who is sharing, okay? Later on today, we are going to ask that you either come up with or write down a New Year's resolution or a goal that you might have. So at that point, we will ask you to unmute yourselves and then you can share at that point. But until then, just keep yourselves muted and be respectful of our speakers. So I am going to go ahead and now introduce our lovely host for this morning's session. And his name is John Sowing. He's an athlete and he's going to tell you what we're all here this morning for. So John, if you can unmute yourself. There you go.
Am I good?
Yep, I'm going to give you the spotlight so everyone can see you. There we go.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? In fact, yeah, everyone is participating in today's session with me today. I hope you continue to work on your health goals. Let's open up for your questions. If anyone has any questions, you can raise your hand or unmute yourselves.
Hey, John, why don't you first tell us, like way back in the beginning, why don't you first tell us about your journey? Like your health goals, your health journey.
Yeah, I joined Weight Watchers in 2007. And I lost over 300 pounds. And it took 3 years to do it. And it's been almost 15 years since I've been on it. So I think I weigh around 280 or something. It's been up and down like a yo-yo with this pandemic going on. And the exercise lately has been limited, so I've been sick for the last couple of months. So if anyone has any suggestions, let me know because we can all here to help each other. Might go for the New Year's and get back to where my weight goal was. At least try. And hopefully we can help each other in this journey together. Because I go to the Weight Watchers at least once a month, and they help out with everybody. And they can help you out too, but we're here to help each other. So if anybody has any questions or anything, let me know.
Hey, John, I think we're going to actually save questions for the very end. So I'm sure a bunch of people will have them. But okay. Someone did ask you a question here. What made you decide to make changes regarding your health? So when you started Weight Watchers all the way back then, what made you decide to do that?
Well, the doctor wanted me to have the bypass surgery. And I said, no way. I didn't want that.
Okay.
I was in it the right way.
Do it the right way?
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of meal plan did you do or are you doing with Weight Watchers? What do you eat? What daily meals do you have? What do you try to do for your meals?
Oh, yeah, the fruits and the vegetables and the salads and the real chicken. Yeah. I don't have the regular chicken. It's too greasy. And the pasta and the cereals.
Yeah.
And the Belgian waffle.
So John, what other things on top of sorry. A lot of water, good. Yeah. A lot of water is always good. So John, on top of Weight Watchers, you know, obviously you were eating healthy, you were making good decisions. What type of fitness were you doing? What kind of exercise were you adding to your routine to help you lose all that weight?
Yeah, Leslie Sandstone walking. And Richard Simmons. I knew him too.
Is he a trainer?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a trainer.
A long way.
Okay.
A long time.
Okay, what kind of exercises were you doing? You were obviously exercising. You are an SONJ athlete. So what kind of things were you doing to keep yourself in shape?
Yeah, track and field and a softball throw. and I've got a basketball. I got basketball 3 gold medals,
Nice.
3 years in a row,
Very cool. So
and
speaking of,
I want to go back to that too. I missed it.
yeah, hopefully soon. So speaking of medals, John, can you show everyone what you have around your neck? What's
Oh,
there?
this one.
So if you guys aren't aware, that is for Jingle All the Way. That's one of our fundraisers that we do. It's a 3K, which is quite a bit, quite a distance. So John, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it was a 3K walk or a 1K walk, and
Hmm?
I done the 1K walk.
1K
I'm
walk.
54, so my exercises are a little limited with my knees and all that.
Mhm.
That's part of the problem when you had all that weight on and weight bearing. Not good for the knees when you age, because when you age, your bones tend to break down, and it gives you a lot of problems, and you got to watch out for that.
Right. So John, when you after you started Weight Watchers and you were able to lose all that weight, how did you feel about yourself? How did you feel physically?
It was good
It was good.
because the more you took off, the better you felt.
Yeah.
When the weight was on, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
You
Is
felt
that some
lousy.
gotcha? So what do you have any advice for anybody or just to let them know like how you felt when you lost the weight, how you felt about yourself? Did it make everything just kind of seem better?
Yeah, yes. Don't push yourself too hard. Just take it slow and steady, and baby steps along the way, and write everything down. Keep it journal nearby, and be
So
accountable about yourself always.
that's
That's
great
the only thing that
advice.
can help. You
So
gotta be truthful.
So John,
And
I think you have a couple pictures, right? Do you want to show
yeah,
everyone some of your pictures that you have so you
oh, I
can
gotta
kind
get
of
my camera.
show them your transformation over the years?
Okay, let's see if I can.
There's a
Oh,
couple there in
man.
the background that you guys can see, but
I'm
I think he's
trying it.
turn his
I,
camera around.
I gotta do it the hard way.
Do it the hard way. Yep. Hold it right up to the camera. It looks like your background. There you go. So everyone can see that that was from a couple years ago. Um, Obviously at a competition with us. It's a great picture. Do you have any others, John?
There's more.
There's more. There you go. So that was from probably what did you say, 15, 20 years ago?
Uh, I think 90, 95, 96.
Okay, so quite a while ago. So was that before Weight Watchers or after you started it?
Oh, before, way
That was
before.
before. Okay.
And here's my certificate.
Your certificate. What's your certificate for? Can you tell everyone?
Weight Watchers.
For Weight Watchers?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, this spiritual cavern. It's
Well,
terrible.
I think, John, I think your
Another one.
background, okay, there's another one. So when was this from, John? Do you remember?
Uh, 2000 at least.
About 2000.
It's
Okay.
not earlier. Oh, here's another one.
And that was from a couple years ago?
Yeah, that was the state competition.
Oh, it's great.
Track,
So
yeah, track and field.
So John,
And then,
before we start to kind of talk about resolutions and goal making, do you have anything else that you want to tell the group?
well, I have my group, the 100 special,
What's that?
and Eric, the 100 special.
Okay.
Yeah, because I miss them. I haven't seen them since the nightmare started.
I gotcha.
It's a long time,
Gotcha.
much too long.
Much too long. Yeah, I definitely understand that.
I miss
Um,
everybody.
yeah,
I
yeah,
do
me
the
too.
senior. I done the senior Olympics too.
You're in the Senior Olympics too?
Yeah, I done that too.
Is that another way that you kind of like to stay in shape and
Yeah,
exercise?
yeah.
Yeah. Good. Good. All right. So, First, I just want to say to John, thank you so much for sharing. I hope everyone kind of got to see his transformation in his pictures and just kind of got to hear some of the things that he did to stay in shape over the years. So we hope that it helped inspire some New Year's resolutions or goals for 2021. Obviously, given the current situation, it is a little difficult to see people in person, maybe get outside. So that's kind of what we're here for today. We're here to talk about your resolutions and any health goals that you might have. So we're going to take a little bit of time to do that ourselves. Everyone's either going to come up with one in their head or write one down for a New Year's resolution and a goal that you want to try to accomplish this year. So if you need any other ideas, a couple examples are to drink 5 sport water bottles per day to make sure you stay hydrated and healthy. Water is so important, like John said. I think he said he drank a lot of water, so
Yeah.
that could be a goal to have. Another goal would be to maybe exercise 5 times a day, but if you're not quite able to get there just yet, maybe a couple times a week or multiple times a week to stay healthy, to stay physically fit, and also just to kind of keep yourself feeling good. When you exercise and when you're healthy, it also just kind of helps helps your mind, helps you feel much better about a lot of things. So those are a couple different examples. And hopefully you also learned something from John too. So why don't everyone, you take about 5 minutes to think of a goal or think of a New Year's resolution, and you can write it down. And then we're going to share. We're just going to go write down our list, and everyone's going to take some time to share couple minutes, and you can let everyone know what your goals are for 2021. So I'm going to hop back to gallery view, I think. Yep, so everyone just take some time to think of something. You can write it down. Think of anything you want. And once the 5 minutes are up, we're going to call on everyone to share. I see some people are putting answers in the chat, which is awesome, but if you are comfortable, we are going to ask that you share out loud if you want to. You don't have to. Yep. So everyone take another minute or two to think of something. Actually, no, you have more than that. You can take more time.
Yeah, I just wanted to say we do this at the meetings too.
What was that, John?
We do this at the meetings too.
Oh, you do this at your Weight Watchers meetings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it kind of help you stay on track then with your goals?
Yeah.
Good.
They take you through everything.
Good. Well, that's great advice then.
It's a little struggle lately, you know.
Mm-hmm. But I think that's why we're all here to kind of talk about it and come up with some ideas together. "30 minutes left." For the whole session, yes, but we have quite a bit of people on, which is awesome. So it's going to take a little bit for everyone to share their goals. How's everyone doing? It looks like a couple of you are still writing some things down, so that's okay. No rush whatsoever. You can you still got a couple minutes. All right. How are we all doing? If you're done, do you want to just kind of give me a thumbs up if you've got your goal? Okay. So a couple people still working, no problem. It does look like
I think I just put something in already.
remember, so when we start to call on you, so how this is going to work is we're going to call your name. If you would like to share, we will ask you to unmute yourselves. And at that point you can share, and then while somebody is speaking, we just ask that you all stay muted and respectful so you can hear what everyone is saying. So I think, can I see a thumbs up one more time? Who's done? Lots of thumbs. All right. It looks like the majority of us. So I think we're going to go ahead and get started. So I guess I can start. And then there's a couple SONJ staff on here. So I think we're going to go to us and then we will start to call on you guys. So my goal this year is to get outside a little bit more, try to go for as many walks as I can around my neighborhood. I know given the current situation we're all in, I definitely did not get outside as much as I would have liked to. So that is definitely my goal for the next year, next couple months. So Sam, I'm gonna toss it over to you.
Thanks, Jess. So my goal for this year is I really wanted to start stretching more. I find that my legs and my back gets tight pretty easily. So one of the things I've made a priority so far this year is to make sure that I stretch before going to bed. So that way I wake up and I feel a little bit looser in the morning and ready to start my day. So that's one thing I'm really focusing on going forward through the rest of 2021. And let's go with Amelia next.
Hi, everyone. So my 2021 goal is to start to plan my meals. So I would like to plan my weekly meals on Sunday and even prep them a little bit on Sunday. So that way I am ready for the week. And it's much easier to stick to my meal plans when I prep them for the week when I'm busy with work. I know a lot of us are busy with school, so it's much easier to plan ahead on Sunday. So that's my goal.
Awesome. How about we go with Erica next?
Hi, everyone. My goal for this year is to eat more healthy and be more mindful, get outside and exercise more outside and do some hikes and just overall spend more time outside instead of in my house.
Very nice. Now let's keep with Erica. Let's go Erica Carafa. We'll go with you next if you feel comfortable.
Cool. Okay. My resolution is to exercise 5 days a week, drink lots of water five times a day for 5 days a week, and eat more healthy foods for 5 days a week. And my bonus goal is to stop COVID-19 once and for all and overcome my fear of COVID vaccine.
Very nice. I like it. All right. How about we go with Nick Tyson? How about you unmute yourself and share your goals for this year?
Actually, like I eat more healthy foods and I exercise and I get plenty of rest. Oh, and also like I wear my mask to keep social distance and safe. And also, I hope we could find a vaccine before the COVID is over and back to normal. Woo!
Very nice. I think we all think the same thing.
Welcome. Thanks.
All right. Let's go with Shayna next.
Oh, thank you, Sam. My name is Shayna Goldberg. So my goal for this year is try to eat new foods. And most importantly, I love to go to Weight Watchers and lose weight a little bit more, like John said, and yeah, and I like to exercise more.
Great. All right. How about Abigail? Abigail West. Abigail, I think you're still muted.
There we go.
My wishes is to walk. I may walk out more.
Work out more. Very nice. All right, great. How about Justin?
Hello, everybody knows my name. It's Justin. What I like to do more is eat more fruits and vegetables, and I like to stay healthy and stay safe. And also try to stay socially distant apart from everybody, and don't get the vaccine, and do not get sick, and don't get a cold, or don't do any of those things.
All right, cool. Perfect. All right, how about Becky? You there, Becky? There she is.
My goal is to, I don't know. I didn't write anything down because I couldn't come up with anything.
No, there's nothing that you want to accomplish this year, Becky? I know you have something.
No, I don't.
How about your goal is you have to have something, Becky. What's
I think drink more water is a good one, right, Becky?
more water, Becky?
Becky, what's one of the goals from the Total Body Challenge that you and I have been talking about?
What?
With your miles. It has to do with your miles.
Oh, yeah. To get more miles in.
So getting outside and walking more, walking around your apartment more.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, that's something. That's a goal. Perfect. All right, how about we do Dylan Smith next?
My goal is singing songs that people never heard of.
Okay. Like what? Give us an example.
Well, once I sang Babushka by Kate Bush. And yeah, because Mr. Rome promised me I should sing a song to my friends, to line up their moods. And for February, I'm going to sing It Must Be Love, sung by the tree known as Teddy Sheringham, world's famous footballer.
Very cool. All right, next up, let's go with Michael Furioli.
Me? My goal, I want to pass in my test anyway, a skating test.
Passing the skiing test. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ryan Doyle.
So my goal is to get a six-pack, abs.
Okay. Very cool. I like that. All right, very cool goal. Okay, let's move on next to Anaya.
Okay. My goal is to my goal is to get an A+ or 100% on my assignment, and I was hoping to do a good job.
Very cool. Yeah, it's important to do well in school. All right, that's a great goal. How about
So, Sam, I think you froze there for a sec.
Oh, did I? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to Selena.
So my goal is like getting a job in the world and save up the money and paying bills with my parents.
Awesome. That's really great. That's a great goal. How about Nick?
To get a new high score in bowling, because my current high score is a 279, and I want to get a higher score.
Higher scores in bowling. Awesome.
But my goal is to get 300.
Awesome. All right. Adita.
I want to exercise 7 days a week.
Wow.
Lose some more weight.
Amazing. All right. Elise.
I need help, Mr. Cornell. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Do you want us to come back to you?
Yeah.
We'll come back to you at the end. So let's go with Paul. Paul Downey.
So my goal is to get a job eventually. So, yeah, that's mine.
Great. What kind of job do you want to get, Paul?
Job, like probably like at ShopRite, something like that.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All
In
right.
retail like that.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
great.
Well, I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
get a job too. You know, something to do with animals because I love animals.
Think that
That's
would be
awesome, Erica.
I really
Just
want to take care of them.
yeah, so just remember, thank you for sharing again, but remember when someone else is talking, let's just stay muted, okay? Unless you're called on.
Yes, Jesse. Sorry. I was
That's
just
okay.
telling you that.
I love animals too.
All right.
Go ahead, Sam.
Let's go with Nassan.
Not listening to my parents.
Listen to your parents. Is that what you said?
Listen to my parents.
Listen to your parents. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I think we all need a little practice with that sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. How about next up we go with Janessa.
My New Year's resolution is to get a driver's permit.
Very cool. All right, next up we have Munir.
Yes, hi.
Hey, what's up? What's your goal for this year, Munir?
My goal is to study hard and be a football player.
Amazing. I love that goal.
Thank you.
Very cool. All right, let's go with Robert next.
My goal is to lose a little bit of weight.
Lose a little bit of weight. All right.
Because if I eat like a lot of candy, then I will get a lot of my weight is like not the it'll get higher, like 180 or less than drinking tea with no sugar. So I could run really fast for the track practice. So I could run really fast and get into a first place or get a gold medal. So I could lose a little bit of weight by not eating that much junk food.
Awesome. Love it. It's a great goal. All right, let's go with Maria next.
Water. Drinking water.
Awesome.
Drinking water.
Yep.
Great. Great. I definitely think we all need to be doing that more. That's a great goal. Okay, next up we have B. Tiver.
Hi. My goal is to walk a mile and a half a day, but after listening to John's story, I think I need to bump that up a little bit.
Great. Now that's what this is all about, getting inspiration from one another for our goals. So that's awesome. All right, next we'll go with Jane.
My goal is to get back my job because since the pandemic started, I got terminated from Stop and Shop, and I want to try to either get back that job or get a new job, and also get back into bowling with Special Olympic again. But I don't know if it's safe to go back to the bowling alley or what.
All right, great. Yeah, I know a lot of people are dealing with the job situation, so it's definitely a great goal to have going forward this year. Let's move on to David.
Hey guys, yeah, I need to hydrate more. Trainer I'm working with is having me drink 1 ounce of water per half my body weight. So my goal is 200, so I gotta drink 100 ounces a day. Stay safe, everyone.
Perfect. All right. How about Kate? Kate Maloney.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having us here today. You've got the whole TAP program here from Marlton, New Jersey. John, thanks for sharing your story. It was so inspiring. My goal is, like John, is to start walking more, and I would like to walk 10,000 steps a day.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing. All right, Brandon. I think you're muted, Brandon. There we go. What's your goals for this year, Brandon?
My goals are to, like everybody said, to get out there, keep walking, try to. I'm not sure if it's not a weight loss goal, but to color more, walk. Try to cut down on the soda to maybe as a treat once a week. Drink more water. I drink a ton of unsweetened tea. And to keep doing my improvement swim lessons, which I've been doing, even though I know that our sports are still, very limited. And I'm also practicing bowling, but I'm doing it safe. So I'm trying to do whatever I can to stay active. I certainly do. My goal is to keep working hard on cards too at work. So
Sure. No, that's great. Thank you. All right. How about Annie Boyle? Annie, are you on?
I'm going to share for Annie. Annie's goal is to spend more time. Is it niece or nephew? Is to spend more time with her niece playing with the toys,
Awesome. Great. Also, I see two other Kate Maloney's here. Is that some of your students, Kate, that are logged on under your name?
Yeah. So,
okay.
Well, one's my computer, so I could show everybody all the people we're talking to. But then we also have David here. David, would you like to share your goal?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
My goal is to get better at bowling, like the highest score.
All right. Anybody else in the classroom?
Elise, did you want to share? No. Okay. Amanda, did you go? Amanda, are you logged on?
Yeah, I do. Is that Amanda Simpkins?
It is, yes.
Her here. Yeah, so she can share. Amanda, did you want to give your goal?
She's coming.
Oh, it's coming. Okay, cool.
Drink more water.
Drink more water.
Drink more water. Great. All right, let's move on to Daniel. Daniel Sheridan. Is Dan here? All right, well then let's move on to Cindy. Cindy, go down.
My goal is to find more ways to motivate and inspire my athletes and become a better unified partner.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing, Cindy. All right, and last but not least, we're gonna go back to our host, John. So John, if you have a goal for the year, you've already shown us how powerful it is to set goals with your weight loss journey, but do you have any other goals for this year that you want to share?
Oh, I want to get back to the Olympics this summer and meet everybody again.
Yep.
I did the virtual summer games last year, and I got silver for the track and field. And I want to do that this year too.
Yeah,
I like
that's amazing.
basketball. I like basketball best.
Yeah,
I got 3 gold medals in that.
very cool. And I think we can all agree with that. We all want to get back in person and see one another. It's been way, way too long.
Almost a year.
Tell me about it.
Mhm.
Almost a year.
Almost a year, yep. All right, so we really appreciate all of you guys tuning in. So does anybody have any other questions for John specifically?
If you do, you can kind of do the virtual hand raise or put it in the chat. So don't unmute yourselves unless you kind of put your hand up. So it looks like, Erica, did you have a question for John? You have your hand up.
Yes.
There, so, okay, go
So,
ahead.
Yes. How long did you work? How long have you been starting this kind of business?
Which business?
You know, the one about the Weight Watchers?
Oh, a long time. 14 years.
Wow, that's gotta be almost 15 years.
The hardest part is keeping it off. The hardest part of all. And this pandemic is not helping.
Yeah, I see.
It's a nightmare.
A total nightmare, especially during COVID-19.
I miss everybody.
Same. I miss doing Total Body Challenge. I missed it. I must have taken the month off from it. And now I'm back.
Yeah, we've been off a lot. I've been sick for the past couple of months, so I wouldn't do much at all. It got me nervous.
Does anyone else have any other questions for John? Or I think Elise, did you want to share your goal from earlier? You don't have to. I'm not going to put you on the spot. I remember we said we were going to go back to you. So no, that's okay. But you can still think of one if you want to. Anyway, does anyone else have any other questions? Jane, you have your hand up. Is it a question for John? Is it a question for John?
Well, it a question, like how long did it take you to get into the walking, into the running?
Oh, it took a long while to start the walking process. The weight had to come off first. At least
How
6
long?
months. At least 6 months when I started.
Was it
long
hard?
It was a little hard at first, but as you started walking, I started 15 minutes a day, and then I built it up.
That's great advice.
Yeah. Start out slow and work your way up.
So Jane, great question. Kate Maloney, looked like you have a question.
I do. John, do you have a favorite healthy snack that you could recommend to us?
Oh, I do the apple walnut salad. I love those.
Apple walnut.
Yeah. And real chicken.
Yes. Good source of protein.
And pasta salad.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kate, for your question. Shayna, it looks like you have a question for John.
Yeah, John. So, what task did you do at Weight Watchers?
Oh, I got a lot of things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not all at once. Slow and steady at first. I got it. I walk at home too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, let me tell you, John, I work at Brightview, and I do have tasks to do as well.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, that's the only busy job that I usually just do.
Yeah, you can't overdo anything. Never overdo
Right,
anything.
because that's because I'm a dining server there. Crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
It looks like there's, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. It looks like we have a couple more hands up. So Elise, I see you have your hand up, and then Adita, I'll come to you after, but we're gonna go to Elise real quick first. We still have a couple minutes, so I want to get into
What is your favorite food?
Oh, I like it real chicken.
In Weight Watchers.
Yeah, it real chicken is the best.
Chicken?
Oh.
Yeah. They have a lot of chicken recipes.
Adita, you're up.
Yeah. What is your favorite exercise to do?
Oh, Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons.
Is that your trainer, John?
Well, my virtual trainer.
Virtual trainer? Okay. So what's your favorite exercise that your trainer tells you to do or asks you to do?
Aerobics.
Aerobics? Okay. Lots of cardio. Cool.
Yeah, I've had a limit doing that lately.
Awesome. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up for questions just because we are pushing time a little bit. But again, we want to thank you all for being here and asking your questions to John.
You're welcome.
Do something like this in the future. So if you are a Total Body Challenge participant, the code word for today, and then Amelia, I'm just gonna ask if you can put it in the chat, but the code word today is goal. So GOAL. Yep, we're gonna stick with what we've been talking about all day. But I want to personally thank John for being on and sharing with all of you. Hopefully we can schedule another one of these sessions so we can keep these conversations going and we can kind of check in on everyone's resolutions and goals as we go. So thank you very much, John. Do you have anything else you wanna say to the group before we jump off?
I thank you everyone for participating in today's session with me today. I hope you continue to work on your health goals. Let's open it up for questions, but we already done that.
We already did that. Yep.
A lot of other people were talking.
Great job. All right. Well,
thank you all very much.